For some reason, Christ wants to send a message to those specific, those particular 7 churches, not the others. In that area, there are other churches as well. Why doesn't Jesus send a message to all churches? Why only 7 churches? And why those specific churches? If you look on a map, you can see that from Patmos, that's the circle in the water, somehow the letter that Jesus wants John to write, based on the movie he shows to John, gets into Ephesus. And there, I put a small little carriage there. Can you see it? That carriage is a postal carriage or a mail coach that carries the mail from Ephesus up to Smyrna, then to Pergamum, and on the other side, so it's sort of a semicircle coming down Thyatira, Sardis, Philadelphia, Laodicea. They are on a main Roman road. What is interesting is that the 7 messages are actually a 7-in-1 message, because each church out of the 7 gets every single of the messages. Have you noticed that? There is a particular message to each one of them, but there is also a put together message. So if you have, say, 7 different messages, it's not only one going to each, it is all of them going to all of them. So it's 7-in-1. Toward the end of each one of the messages, Jesus says something, repeats almost obsessively the same phrase. What is that phrase? He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. Now this is very important, because if there is a particular message or a customized, a personalized message to each one of the churches, you would expect that Jesus will say each church should listen to the message that is specifically destined for them. Does that make sense? That's not what Jesus says. Jesus says, he who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. Which means that each church should listen to all the messages. Because there is something deeper, there is a deep message, probably hidden to some degree, that they need to figure out as they listen to all the messages together.